on, I was talking to the camera, and I was saying I have my laptop has the photo of Mai going like this.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that's the
yeah,
same
yeah.
episode. So she wears two glasses, and then she starts looking for her glasses,
Exactly.
and Yuko is trying her best not to say anything, and then in the end, and if you notice that in that scene where when she becomes bald, the principal is walking up
Oh,
in the
yeah.
background, and then he comes back like,
He's just staring. Yeah, I remember that when he was. That scene was amazing. She randomly takes off her
yeah,
hair. It. That I had to write that. That cracked me up. Definitely, it's
yeah,
one of the many scenes that cracked me up. Then I wrote about the rock paper scissors skits, the small skits, a
yeah,
few seconds, the
yeah. Those are
transitional
fun.
skits.
Yeah.
Those were really funny and
It
random.
really makes you think how many modifications does she have? Does Nano have to her body?
Yeah, I know, right? It's really big. And this was a lot more in the beginning, the rock, paper, scissors, and towards the end, it only happens once, right? Where she does it
Yeah,
perfectly. But it's
yeah,
randomly like a rocket and like random things coming.
yeah.
Like that those skits were nice. Then I wrote uh Audi cockroach relate. I don't know why I wrote that. Maybe I want to bring up a point.
There's only one thing with the cockroach. It's where
It's
she
it's
captures
with
the
Nano, right?
cockroach.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nano captures the cockroach, and then she's
Hmm.
figuring out how to throw it out. Then she thinks
Hmm.
she should spray it with something, and then she's like, "No, that won't work." And she's
Yeah.
scared that it'll fly, so she doesn't want to
Oh
do
yeah,
anything.
yeah, yeah,
And then she gets
exactly.
Sakamoto to come in, and Sakamoto is like, "I'm not gonna do that shit."
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, I'll take care of the cockroach. It's not a problem. And then
Mm.
she doesn't lift it. And in the end, the professor comes and
The
hugs her and
professor
she
got.
falls back and it just flies out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No wonder I said Audi because Audi is also disgusted by cockroaches like they
Yeah.
were, especially flying ones.
Yeah.
Mm. Then I wrote like the other of the this thing. Yuko was making the Japanese puns. I wrote those were funny.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
one
That was
she was
funny.
talking about the 10 key keyboard, and then she says tenki, which means
Yeah.
weather.
Weather, yeah.
And then the Mukadeva Mukatte Kurunoka, like why did the centipede return? But like I
Yeah.
wrote down these clever Japanese, which were very funny. But oh, this is one of my favorite scenes. The next one, I think you remember this. It's so well done, like the cinematography and the timing and the expressions, the editing, the cutting, the elevator scene. Do you remember the elevator
Yep,
scene?
yep, yep,
Dude, that
yep.
was so well done. Like that's again one of the best scenes, right?
Yeah. And
It's
it's a very memed about scene from
yeah.
Nichijou.
Yeah, it's like basically three of them are stuck in an elevator, and the scene is showing how time passes in the elevator, right? It's
Yeah.
basically them trying to
And they're
them
all talking about how they're gonna die.
yeah, they are talking about how they're gonna die. And they have these bizarre like cuts, like these different transitions of close-ups, full shots, like the room.
Yeah.
They have like these thousand different types of camera shots coming in one after the other, and there's like this, and they have, the characters always have this weird. They get this weird expression of like these circular eyes and this straight
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
nose. You know that
Yeah, yeah,
one?
yeah.
Yeah. So they usually switch to that, and even with the music, with like the suspense music and all, I think like it's just a beautiful scene to watch. I was just admiring how well the scene was made at that point.
Yeah, and the way they start laughing afterwards and the
Oh
way they
yeah, the
cover
way they
everything
go
up and they,
crazy. Yeah,
yeah.
dude. See, that's what like we'll
And
talk.
in the end, Mai is just like, I am paralyzed.
Yeah, she was just lying like that. The see, this one makes sense. Like we'll see in a lot of other scenes, like they actually take like real life situations and like how you feel in them and like
Yeah,
exaggerate it to an extent, like to be funny. But they actually do take a lot of like, it's not all random like surreal stuff that doesn't happen. There's a lot that
yeah,
actually you feel the way they did, in that scene. You're like,
yep,
because
yep,
time just keeps you have no sense of how fast time just is. The slowest thing when you're stuck somewhere, right? Because you're just there
yeah,
forever. So that scene was really well done. Then the mosquito scene, I think, is the one where she was trying to kill the mosquito. They say
yes. Oh,
that
I
on a mosquito.
love that scene.